Hi, this is Rich Coles from Productive. The purpose of this video is to provide you guidance on a simple project template set that we have provided and we're giving free to anyone who would like to use it. Now, we're aware there's a wide range of templates available from Smartsheet straight off the bat. And so why have we done this? Well, not only are we experts at Smartsheet at Productive, but also we've got deep expertise in project program portfolio management. I personally spent over 20 years of my career managing programs, projects, portfolios at global companies such as Cadbury Schweppes, GlaxoSmithKline, and Costa Coffee, and then working with Coca-Cola. And I've also worked in the property and real estate industry managing projects. So this is real world experience that I've taken, and with qualifications or accreditations in Prince 2, managing successful programs, the Association of Project Management, I've taken that learning and brought real world experience and looked at what I think is most useful for people getting started. And this combines all our experience helping many clients around the world establish their project management offices using Smartsheet as well. So let's dive in. Before we do, again, reminder that if this video is of value to you, we truly hope it is, please do like, subscribe, share it with others so that they can also find out where to get other valuable content from to help them accelerate their usage of Smartsheet. But it's not just Smartsheet, it's actually about how to manage projects better in what we call modern project management. So let's dive in and show you what this is all about. So I'm going to take you through this template set, and it's a very simple template set in that it's got 4 assets within it. Now, as a quick look, just to see, and we'll go through this in a moment, but it's got a dashboard where you've got information about the project, it's got status, when was last updated, you've got a headline summary schedule, you've got tasks at risk, and that is it. And that is what we believe is needed for simple project management on this side. Now, what else do you have within it? It has a schedule, and within the schedule, so you've got the schedule which can have all the critical path and dependencies. It's got the health check and a series of columns here which we'll take you through in a moment. And again, it's got the ability to add information about the project very easily on this side as well. And it's got a couple of reports. So with this solution, what you're going to be getting is you will be able to download the guidance notes that we've created in terms of the guidance. This is an outline of the solution, as you can see, very simple. A sheet, 2 reports and a dashboard, and there's lots of information to guide you through on this that you can download as well. But what I will do is I'm going to take you through a bit of information on it. Now, if you want to download the template, you'll go to our website and you'll be able to come here, and if you're on the US server, download it from here and you'll open up a form, or if you're on the EU server, open up a form. If you're not using Smartsheet currently, please do click on here for a 30-day trial, and then you'll be able to download it as well. So let's just kind of zoom in here in terms of some of the key features of this, and you can see that again on the website. So you've got project information at the top here. So it tells you what the project name is, who's the project manager, description. You've then got the status, where you can see is it red, yellow, green, and the percentage complete, and a regular status summary, which can be completed on a weekly basis or whatever frequency you're updating your project. And you can see the date on it. So there's a summary schedule here, which gives a top line view of what is in the actual detailed schedule for the project. And you can see on the bars if items are red health, yellow health, green health, or blue, where they're being completed as well. And then you've also got this task at risk report as well. So this just shows you any tasks that are blocked or overdue. And these are automatically calculated here, and a little button there to get in touch, ping us a note. Now, if I click on the schedule in here, you'll also be able to see within the schedule as well. So let's just zoom in a touch. So little features such as being able to get items to that summary schedule, the health, and the percentage complete and how that's done, the commentary, etc. And then what happens within here. So all this information is available on the website, information, sort of solution overview, We've got more details on it, and there's more solutions to follow, as you can see. So that's where to go to download the solution. Check out the link below for this piece here. Now let's go into the actual solution itself. So I'm going to start off with the dashboard, and what you can see when you go into it and when you download it, it will just be added to your Sheets area within your setup. And in the guidance notes, I recommend that you create a new workspace and you copy it into that workspace. See those notes for guidance if you're not clear on how to do that. Now, within at the top of the dashboard, you can see that it's just got this little section here for the project information. So the project name, who's the project manager, and the description. And I've set it up so that it's got guidance on where to put that in. And it says add the project name in the sheet summary, also the project manager, and also the description in the summary. The status, well, the project's not started, so there's nothing showing here. Progress is nothing started, and there's no status here. So, and when was it last updated? Well, it's updated because when I last touched it on this side. Summary schedule, nothing in there, and task at risk, nothing in here as it stands at the moment. So let's get started with getting some information into here. So I'm going to click across to the project schedule. I can either click on the summary schedule on the dashboard, which will take me into the schedule. So if I click on that, it takes me in. And I already have it open on my page as well. So let's just go into it here. So in the project schedule, this is a blank version as it will be for when you download it. And again, key features, you've got hierarchy, standard within Smartsheet, so I can collapse the tasks, etc. on here, on that side. Now, again, a key factor here is we've got conditional formatting, which means that for items, depending on what level they are within here, and by hierarchy, I mean this is level 0, and then below you've got these are level 1, and then you've got level 2, and then if I indented this further, you've got level 3, and then I indent further, you can see it's color coding, making it really easy for you to navigate, and you don't have to worry about setting that up or remembering to do that. Any row that has children will automatically color code on that basis. So let's just undo these ones as well, and let's collapse, and I'm going to open everything for you to see. So expand all. So the first thing I'd recommend you do when you go in is go to the sheet summary. And here you've got design by Productive, get in touch, you can click link, let us know. And the project metadata is enter the project. It says enter the project name, project manager, and project description. So I'm going to do this, so project template, oops, let me spell, template demo. If I add that in here, who's going to be the project manager in this one? So I'm going to make that demo productive. And project description is, this is a live YouTube demo of the productive project template. The spelling, template, there we go. And that is all you need to fill out. And this information, oops, the productive template, let's just say that'll do. Okay, and this will go straight onto the dashboard. Now the project metrics, all this information below is automatically completed for you, so you don't have to worry about this. In fact, these metrics aren't going anywhere at the moment. They're useful in case you want them for future reference as well. So that's that. So all I'm going to do now is save the schedule. And if we go back to, I'm going to go back to this one here and open up the dashboard accordingly. And what you can see is the information I've just put in has gone straight into your dashboard here. But the status, etc., is still blank on this piece here. So let's go back into the schedule, and I'm going to collapse. Oops, let me go to this again. I'm going to collapse all, and I'm just going to expand this one, okay, and I'm going to go call this stage 1, and I'll just try and drag this down. I'm going to go stage 1, 2, 3. Okay, and if I start opening up this one here, I'm going to just make it really simple here, and I call this task 1, and then drag down, etc., etc. So as the information goes in, obviously you set out your project accordingly, and we don't need the summary sheet open, so I'm closing that. I've got a bar here which I can move across to make it easier to see more columns, and so you've got the Gantt chart that's in the background here. But currently there's no dates, So if I put in T for today's date, it's going to come up with the 9th of September, and it's going, well, blimey, this task is looking like it's almost going to be overdue. If I put in yesterday's date, so T-1, you'll see that the task is red, and therefore the overall project is red as well. If I now make this 5 days, you can see it's on track because it's due to be ready. And if I start adding in information in terms of what's the percentage complete, you can see at the moment it says not started. If I now put in 20%, you can see now the project is in progress, it's 20% complete, etc. So let me just save this information, and I'm just going to go now to the commentary, and I'm going to put some status summary here, say project started and on track. Save that information. Let's go back to the dashboard. You can see nothing's come through at the moment. So I'm just going to refresh the dashboard. And as it refreshes, we will now see the status is green, 20% complete, started on track. And you can see the lines are starting to come through onto the summary schedule as well. And there are no tasks at risk. So let's just go back in again, and let's just add in another task below. Task 2 is going to be 10 days, and this one is going to be 5 days. Stage 2, okay, I'm just going to call this one task 4. So let's just paste this in, task 4, 5 and 6. I won't do them all, but the point here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is also add in predecessors. So what this means is this task 2 happens when task 1 is complete. So I'm going to add that in and say task 3 is its predecessor, and the predecessor for task 5 is the one above it as well. So I'm going to put 4, and you can see that's when that task is going to happen. So there's a lot more you can go into in terms of tasks and predecessors. I'm not going to go into this now for the purpose of this demo, but what you will see now is these tasks, it's on in progress, not started, and not started. Now, let's do some things in terms of, let's start playing around with the dates a bit, and let's push it back to a while ago. And you can see now that this task is overdue. And so that's flagging, and now this is overall red. There's a calculation that's going on here, and if you click on this, what it's working out is a task, if it is overdue, will be flagged as red. If it's due or due in the next 2 days, it is flagged as yellow. If it's complete, so let's just make that 100% complete, you can see it goes blue to be indicated in blue, and you can see this information as I hover over it. Now, up here is taking a calculation and looking at these numbers to decide, well, what does that mean for this row and then the ones below it. So what I'm also just going to do is add in this one to say that is the predecessor is 5, and this one is then 7 and 8, and let's just put in these to be 5 days, 5 days and 10 days, for example. I've got an overall plan here. So let's now just say this one is now 90% complete, and you can see it's marked as overdue. In terms of the overall process here, and let me just add in a few more tasks to here as well. So I'm just going to add in 5 and 5 and 5, and that's going to be predecessors 9, 11 and 12. Okay, that's all, should be all sorted. Okay, so the overall situation here is the health says that if 25% of the children are red, so this, because there's only one, it represents 33%, it means the overall health on the project is red. This is automatically calculated using a formula, which if you want to change or if you want to manually update this one, you can turn this off by converting it to a cell formula, and then you can manually just do this instead. Or you can go in and adjust the formula that's in here as well. Again, it's a bit strange because I've only got, if I've only got a few line items. So if I just add in this one here, stage 3, and I'm just going to delete. Now, one bit to be aware of is having added this line in, it's on a black color. That means it's thinking that it's a level 1 because this is now no longer beneath the master project. So be aware, if you ever have a black line, it means that it's at level 0, the top level. So what do I need to do? Is I need to indent this. And you can see it's disappeared, and it sits under the project, and you can see stage that I've added, stage 4, is here overall. Now, because there are 3 greens and 1 red, that means that's 25%, and so the overall project is green now on that basis. So a couple of other things that I'm just going to show you on this bit. This one is overdue, but this one's on target. So let's just change that to be 5 days. You can see that's overdue now. If I change that to be 7, let's just see, what's it going to mean? It's there, and it's saying that this one is yellow because it's not started, but it's due pretty soon. And then I've got the ability to, freeze the column. So I'm right clicking and I'm freezing the column, which means now I can scroll and I can see other information that's in here. So if I say I'm task 2 and I'm the owner of it, and I can add in the names of the owners. So I'm going to put in Catalina for that task. I'm going to give this task to Seb, for example, etc., etc. I can assign, and Seb can go into this and now say, I'm blocked. So he's marked it as being blocked. A bit of information up here. If flagged progress shows as blocked, you can see this task is now blocked on this side. So what does this mean to the dashboard? If I go back to the dashboard and refresh, what's going to happen overall is the information, as that's updating, we will now see that the overall project is 7% complete. It is green, and there's a couple of items. One is overdue and one's blocked. So let's just see it on the dashboard. Right, so tasks at risk, one is blocked, which is the task 2, and one is overdue on this bit. And you can see the information of that on the dashboard. And in reality, that is the sum of this solution. It's got reports that sit behind it, the summary schedule. So this information is pulled from the schedule. And the way the information goes into this one, let's just go back in, is I can tick these tasks here for them to appear on this one. So let me just turn this into a duration 0, and you can turn it into a milestone, and I'm going to call this milestone 1, for example. You can see in here it's turned into a diamond to indicate it's a milestone. I'm going to make that a item that I want to appear on the key summary schedule. And I've got no more information on stage 3, but let's save this and go back to the dashboard. Let's see what this has done to the summary schedule. So let that refresh. And as we go in, you can see milestone 1 is now showing on the schedule. And again, this is just a really good way of showing on a dashboard a simple view of your time plan. And you can scroll across in here on this side. So again, if I click on it, it takes me to the schedule. If I come back, I'm here, and overall it's useful. I can scroll on here and scroll more information, but there's no more columns showing here. So what else to show you on the overall solution? So there's so much you can add to this as you go. We do all sorts of solutions within Productive, taking this up to different levels. So we can do solutions with risks, your risks, actions, issues, decisions log, your RAID log. We've got all sorts of the budgets and change management, etc. on this side. So if I just go into, this is the task at risk report. Let me just refresh this one. So you can see that it's pulled through information in the summary schedule. I'm just pulling that through. And if I just go into here, again, if I just go to a portfolio summary dashboard, for example, there's all sorts of things which we do within the Productive solutions on here, that we take this to kind of different levels on that side. If I go to Project All Clear, for example, as a demo of kind of things that you can do all sorts of information that you start adding in and doing these in different ways, and you've got all your risks, issues, actions, decisions, etc. And just going back to this one, we can have all sorts of stuff with views of RAG history over time, etc. But again, if you're doing simple projects with simple requirements, then keep it simple on that basis. So that's why we come back to providing people with a simple solution to get started. So just looking at see any other features just to flag that I haven't mentioned to you. So these update automatically, as I've said. based on the percentage complete. Again, if you want to manually do this, you can then switch off that formula if you preferred not to use percentage complete. The reason I've left the percentage complete in is that is how the progress gets calculated overall on the project. Percentage allocation, so if you switch that on, then go to resource management, then it will look and it'll say, oh, if you want to enable workload management, you can enable that by sheet admin and blocked. And then the commentary status, you can see that that's been updated on the 9th of September because project started on track. A couple of final things are there are a couple of automations that are working on this sheet. One is the commentary updated. It knows when a change has been made, so it records the date. And then two other ones which are inactive at the start. If you want to turn them on, you can just click on this button and activate them. So one, and what it will do is send an update request to an owner of a task that their task is overdue the day after that task is completed. And you can switch this one on as well, which is for the project owner, the project manager. If we just go into it, and what it's going to do is just going to say, please update the project commentary on a weekly basis for the overall project. They will receive an email and they can fill out that email and complete it, and that will automatically update the project summary as well. But you kind of hope that the project manager will actually be going into the project and updating it here anyway on that side. So other features, that's it I think for there. And what I just say is there's so much more that you can look at on here. So the options within Smartsheet where you can take this solution to, there's so much that can be done. We'll be releasing a template for managing portfolios very shortly as well. So again, hopefully, I guess when you're watching this, it might already be out there. So our goal is to help people get started and really get embedded with using Smartsheet and using that for modern project management. So much time, money, effort goes into projects, and there's so many better ways of doing it. So we really hope this helps you. Please do download the solution. Let us know feedback. Let us know if we can help you on that side. And if not, share it, enjoy it, and all the best with amazing project management. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.